never enough. Who want it with us? We tough as elephant tusks, came from the mud. You want it, gotta take it in blood. All about a dollar, never claim to be thug, all we ask is trust.
Georgia Mo, aka the original Pretty Tony, back with this Devin Haney versus YURIORKis Gamboa fight recap. Tonight, let me first start off by saying YURIORKis Gamboa was a totally different fighter from what he was against Tank Davis last year. Not saying that he was the YURIORKis of old, but meaning he didn't have a leg injury like he suffered. I think it may have been the second round of the fight last year, but he didn't have a leg injury. So he was able to move, and he had his footing pretty good in this particular fight. All in all, I gave Devin Haney every round. Devin, he outboxed him. He was catching him with some good shots. I saw that he was going for the knockout, and I think he probably could have went to the body a little bit more early, and he probably could have got him out around the 8th or 10th round. And it seemed like Devin may have some issues with his power, but he did just come off of shoulder surgery, and he had a long layoff out of the ring. So that could, add up, and that could be a reason why. There's a lot of things that go into every different fight. Is always a different situation. So we can't just say this is the fighter that he is. Even though he had a great performance, he won every round. And when he was starting to hurt Gamboa late, and Gamboa seems to be he seemed more physically stronger than Devin. And he was doing a lot of holding. He got a point taken away from him for holding, but he was holding a lot. And he had been holding for a while. After about the 6th round, he seemed to, kind of run out of gas. All in all, Devin dominated the fight. I think at this point, Gamboa is he's just gonna be a guy that fights the top prospects, not really a threat to win, but more so a way to get the young guy some experience and a nice name on their resume. That's if Gamboa continues to fight, but people will keep paying him so they can get that good experience and get that good name on their resume. So all in all, it was a decent showing for Devin, get the ring rust off, get him a good win under his belt, and move on to bigger things. As I said in the Tank Davis fight recap last week, their 130, 135, 140 is that's a hot spot right now. There's so many great fighters at those weight classes. They can go up and down and fight each other. And as I said last week, in the next 2-3 years, these big fights got to be made. We got Tank, Gary Russell, Teofimo, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Chris Colbert, Tevin Farmer, he's still valuable. Lomachenko, Luke Campbell still good. Ryan Garcia, he's got to get in the mix. He got to get some big names on his belt. Linares, I think he's a little bit older, but he still got a nice punch on him. Yeah. So 130, 135, 140, it's a hot spot. So I'm interested to see. I saw that Devin called out Tio tonight, and he I think early in the week he was kind of saying some things about Tank, and he may have called out Tank. So hopefully we can get those fights made. these companies don't really work well together, but hopefully for the betterment of boxing, we can get a lot of these fights made. So get down in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about this Devin Haney fight, and how did you see it? Were you impressed by it? Did you think it was a good showing? Let me know who you think he should fight next. Who you think is the best at 130, 135, 140 out of all those guys. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. Georgia Roll Mo, gone.
Is it me that they speak upon? Niggas wanna creep up on, respect for me absent, won't hesitate to sleep me on my